So I'm going to start my walk up and go north through Shenandoah National Park. It's Memorial Day weekend, so it's going to be lots of people. So it's going to be about 2 days and a half until I get to the Country View Lodge, and I'll camp there for the night and then keep on heading up. It's about 100 miles to the north end of the park, and it's about another 50 miles to Harper's Ferry. So let's go see Shenandoah National Park. Well, you could say spring has sprung, huh? Boy, do you remember back, like even a month ago, the woods were just barren, 0 leaves. Coming to what's called the Skyline Parkway. Not much here. Definitely no trail magic. Well, not a lot of views, huh? So I guess I won't be doing much video, but if I see something, I'll take a picture of it. So you do break out of the trees a little bit. Thank God there's some trail maintenance. The guy came through here with a weed eater a little bit ago. Okay, it is a green tunnel, but it's a pretty blooming green tunnel in a cloud. Boy, the weather's terrible and there's no view at all, but the trail is amazing. It's amazing. It's like carved out of this hedgerow. Perfect, like you can mow the grass on the side. Amazing. Good morning. So I camped at Rip Rap Trailhead. Rained the entire night. Funny thing, I've got cell coverage, and it says that there's no clouds here on radar. There are definitely clouds here. So I mean, I don't know. This might be a good day in the Shenandoah. You know, people might come from miles around to see how nice the weather is right now. What it does is just drips forever. It's not a solid rain. That will be tomorrow. So it just drips and drips and spits and spats, and just enough to keep you wet and to not let things dry out. So I'm gonna go to Loft Campground. The good thing about this national park is they have things called waysides, which is like on a turnpike. It's like where you pull out and get food and bathrooms and stuff. So the Loft Campground is next. That's in about 11 miles. So I'll get some breakfast and other stuff like beer for the night. So let's go get this done. Yeah, there's not much to show. I mean, the trail, as I say, is perfect, but there's just nothing. The deep, dark woods. The green tunnel. So coming up on the Loft Campground camp store. I'm stopping here at the Pinefield Hut in the Shenandoah National Park. Well, good morning. Another beautiful day on the Appalachian rainforest. It rained hard last night. It's probably going to rain the entire way to this gap I'm going to go to that goes down to the town of Elkton, where I'm going to stay at the Country View Lodge, which I'm very excited to get dry. Everything is major damp. So it's only 11 miles, so there's not going to be much of a view. I may not take any shots between here and there. I'll show you what it looks like now. That's my view. Walking back to the AT there from the shelter. You know, it's pretty. You know, it's pretty in a foggy, misty, mountainy, Bilbo Bagginsy way. So got a shuttle ride from the trail to here. It's only about 5 miles to the Country View Motel. And man, terrible, terrible rainy day. It was just pouring down rain to where I don't even want to get my phone out. So, gonna stay at a nice cabin, but the cabin's not ready yet. I go down to the Exxon station. That's what hiking life is, eating out of gas stations. But I hear it's got like a deli. Oh yeah, it's coming. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh man, it's just coming down in sheets. So glad I'm not on the trail. Of course, it's still raining, but country store and deli. Well, good morning. So on the road north from the Elkton highway, and the good thing about this trip north of here is the plethora of campgrounds and that kind of thing, camp stores. So the first on the list is the Lewis Campground, which is where I am. Next up is the Big Meadows Campground, where I'm going to stay tonight. So, and it's not that far. Trail is the trail. There's not much of a view. Sorry. If I see something, I'll show it. But it's been a major green tunnel. So we'll just keep on going and try to get out of the park as soon as I can. On the blue route down to the Big Meadows Wayside / I think gas station. Lots of people. Gas is $4.54 a gallon. You know, that's not bad for being in a national park. Wow, pretty nice wayside. Large hiking section too. And they actually have a place to order. Just checking out a little bit of the heart problem. So it was cloudy, but it didn't rain the entire day. Very thankful. It's pretty. I take it this is the Big Meadows Lodge. Wow, that ended up being a mile, a mile from the store. So I thought this was all booked, but I called at last moment, and there was some open rooms at a discount. So let's go do it. Wow, this beautiful view.
No, well, that would be up here. Would that be?
Wait, that's your first position? No, it's not. I thought you didn't like
I'm in room number 1. Thank goodness people cancel, and they're desperate to make some money. You know, this reminds me of Amicalola. I don't think I've stayed in a place this nice since then. So it's very cabin-like. But your own bathroom. And no pit toilet. Sweet. It's kind of a cross between Timberline Lodge and Amicalola. View from my room. You can see way out there is, I guess that'd be the town of Luray, L-U-R-A-Y. That's the next town up on the going northbound. Stayed kind of overcast the entire day. That's okay. I like overcast, just not rain. Interesting. It's a little pamphlet that they give you. Uh-oh. Doesn't look good. So there's a bar called the Tap Room. I guess it's downstairs. This is wild. It's like Timberline Lodge. In case you don't know where that is, Timberline Lodge is on the PCT at the Oregon-Washington border, basically. Pretty sunset. So here in the breakfast bar, it's nice. I think the last time I ate in a restaurant was like a month ago or more. Been eating out of gas stations for so long. Last look at the beautiful view here, and then head down to the green tunnel. So leaving the beautiful Big Meadows Resort, gonna head over to a place called the Skyland Resort for second breakfast. That's about 7 miles away, with the ultimate goal being around 17.9 miles for the road going down to Luray. Gonna stay at the Open Arms Hostel. So if you're wondering how I pick where I'm gonna stay, it just kind of depends upon what is going on around 18, 19, 20 miles. In this case, this resort was here, but in other days, there's just a campsite. So it's just luck of the draw. Yeah, this is the Big Meadows Campground. So, and today I broke 100 miles to Harper's Ferry, so 99 miles to Harper's Ferry. Woohoo! And adding to how it is I pick where I'm going to stay for the night, I'll just add that it's just kind of where 18, 19, 20 miles occurs. If 18, 19, 20 miles occurs at a road, the choices are to find a campsite near the road, which I usually don't like. Maybe hold back a quarter mile before I get to the road, or keep walking north and hope to find a campsite. But I've done that before, and you end up walking 2 or 3 miles because it's on a really steep slope, and it's usually at the of course end of the day when you're already tired, and it's usually straight uphill. So then the third choice is just to look around and see if there's any place to stay off trail, which is usually a hostel, and usually hostels will come out and get you, and some will actually feed you. So it kind of ends up being a win-win to just stop at that road and call a hostel. And hostels are usually near a store where you can go get beer, maybe some snacks, or maybe resupply. So it just kind of does work out better to go into town. Coming up on the Skyland dining room slash sandwich grab and go. We'll see what they have. Try to find a place to put my pack. Over there looks pretty good. They have a Starbucks.
Oh, cute!
That's his first muskie he ever caught.
Oh, that's very cute.
And
I like that you're traveling with him.
yeah,
That's
definitely.
so cute. Yeah.
So I did like the Pittsburgh to DC trip.
So eating out of a gas station again, but this has some really good Indian food. Beautiful downtown Luray. A thriving metropolis. Going back to the Open Arms Hostel. It's pretty. I'm just listening to all the songbirds singing. I love their little songs. America. I like just, walking around little towns. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. Nice old house. Cute. And this is the Open Arms Hostel. I like it because she doesn't have, 30 hikers jammed in on everything. Like it. Well, good morning. So back here in Compton Gap, left the Open Arms Hostel. That was a really nice place. Had a very pleasant evening. Gonna go north. Gonna go first to the Elk Wallow Wayside, and pick up some food there for the next day or maybe two, and then gonna camp somewhere tonight around 18-19 miles, something like that. That's the plan. So coming up on the Elk Wallow Wayside. Quite the view. So coming up on Gravel Springs Hut. This is the last hut going north in the national park. And I came all the way down here to get water. You'd be surprised, it's a temperate rainforest, but springs are rare. I don't know how that happens, but it does. Oh, it looks beautiful. So up on top of Compton Peak, this is the last peak, last climb in the Shenandoah National Park. Woohoo! So this is Compton Gap. Last time across in Skyline Boulevard in the Shenandoah National Park. About 2.5 miles to the south border of the park. Well, there it is. Discard use permit here. Very happily saying goodbye to the Shenandoah National Park.